The HR 347, the anti-protest bill, that was signed into law March 9th, 2012. What it did was it expanded current law from 1974 to basically state that anybody under the protection of the Secret Service, you cannot protest them. You could still protest them, you just can't be anywhere near them. I don't know, I couldn't find where they had specific guidelines. If you could protest, but you had to be so far away from the event. As from what I understand is, at that event you can't protest. So take from that what you will, but remember that the Secret Service protects a lot more people than just the president, which is, I think, most people that have no idea are just going to say, oh, the Secret Service protects the president. Oh, no, the Secret Service protects a lot of people. And conspiracy theorists, like to point out that, the Secret Service also protects anybody that could be a presidential candidate, to include everybody running in the GOP right now. So basically, you can't protest. You can't protest any of them. Or anybody, any foreign nationals that could be under protection. Anybody. You can't do it. You just can't. You will be arrested, and it is a federal crime. Take from that what you will. This one isn't a huge one for me right now, because if you do a lot of research into it, it doesn't seem like a bad idea. The FEMA Corps, and by Corps I mean CORPS. They are creating a FEMA Corps, March 13th, 2012, and this is going to be a joint venture, and it's supposedly going to save the taxpayers about $60 million a year when it comes to if there's any natural disasters or anything like that. It's supposed to be a really quick response team. I took down some notes, but I'm not going to go into it because I don't think that's big, but that takes it a step further from the conspiracy theories about the FEMA camps, which the FEMA camps exist. That's not a conspiracy theory, but what they exist for is the conspiracy. That it's tough to get a straight answer. Doing lots of research, I couldn't get a straight answer. I didn't go either way. That's not what I like to do. I like to get the answer for myself, but there is not an answer to be had. The way, if you look up these facilities, go view them for yourself. They look like prisons. They really do. They're fenced in, barbed wire fences. The doors are locked. There's security, and if that compound is in place as an area for people to go to during a natural disaster or national emergency, why do they need to be locked in there? For their own protection? It's weird, but the FEMA Corps is going to be a butt ton of people that are going to do 10-month stints, and they can sign on for longer if they choose, and they will be the ones to go into action. And I couldn't get a straight answer on that, whether in addition to maybe National Guard or Armed Forces, or instead of. It's iffy. And then the last thing everybody is up in arms about now, which I probably gets updated a lot. A lot of the stuff gets updated every year. Sometimes not. Sometimes it gets updated when a lot of the stuff. But the anti-protest bill, that's from 1974. The National Defense Authorization Act. That's been updated multiple times since 2008. So don't think these are brand new things, because they're not. But the last one I want to touch upon is this National Defense Resources Preparedness, which has been updated numerous times as well. I think the last time it had a big update was in 1994. But what everybody is up in arms about now is the fact that it states point blank that they can use the U.S. Armed Forces during times of national crisis, either natural disasters or national crises, to include to include anything. If our economy falls, that's when they can have U.S. forces on ground in CONUS to take care of this. Now, the previous version didn't say that they couldn't do it in a peaceful time, in a non-wartime situation. But now the wording says that they definitely can. It's a definite. If it's peaceful, they can do it. So this has a lot of people up in arms too. Now, and this just happened. And today is March 18th. I think yesterday it was Friday. So it was the 16th when that was done. So a lot of stuff has happened just within the past few months, just in the last couple months. So a lot of people are wondering what the hell is going on. I'm one of them, but I'm not going to jump to any fucking crazy conclusions. But don't make fun of those conspiracy theorists too much until you do some research for yourself. I guess that's my point. You can't trespass, you can't protest. You can't do it anymore. Sorry, you will be arrested, federal crime. If you operate a website that may go against what the government thinks is good, they can shut it down. I'm not saying they will, free speech, but they can, and they don't really have to explain it. We can hold American citizens in detention and torture them without ever letting them talk to the outside and without letting anybody know why they're being held or detained. So a lot of stuff going on, and I would ask that you look this stuff up for yourself and get the facts for yourself before you just say anybody else is crazy. So, rant over.